starting the recording. This is the next video in the. You're probably looking at a playlist. I'm just kind of assuming. I'm a bit. For some reason, I'm always a bit cold. Like, I'm always a bit sick. I'm never like. I don't know, cold. Maybe because I don't. Maybe because I go in the cold a lot. I don't know why. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. Again, I'm Popescu Paul. My time frame is early 2024 right now. So this is the time. This is my now. This is the now in which. This is the time in which I'm taking this video. It's a bit in the past. Very, very old video. For me, it's right now. For me, I'm recording right now, but for you, it's probably an old video. Okay. By chances. Okay. And, what was I talking about? Okay. Alright. I need to have something. Okay. This. I don't want anything distracting on my screen. Okay, this. I'm just gonna have my channel page, which has no video and no nothing. So, okay. Yeah. So basically, what I was saying in the last video is that, basically, what would you tell a person that says, outside my apartment there are unicorns and angels and witches? What would you say to that person? I guess you can tell them you're stupid or you're schizophrenic, or something like that. But that's insulting and just not productive. Like, you're basically putting a label on him. Here's what you should tell them if you tell them that there's rainbows and unicorns and witches and flying people outside. Here's what I would tell them. I would tell them, look out your window. What do you see? Just look out your window. And they would look out their window, and I would ask them, what do you see? And they would be like, trees and cars and clouds and things and a bit of a city, which is a bit undeveloped, but it's not a big city. I was like, okay, are there any unicorns anywhere? Are there any flying figures anywhere? Are there any flying people? No, it's just cars and trees. Problem solved, okay? Now, what I'm trying to say is that atheists, I'm not on any side. I'm neither religious nor atheist at this point. I used to be spiritual and religious and whatever. Now I'm not on any side of anything at this point. But an atheist saying there's nothing after death and there's no afterlife is just unicorns and woohoo. That doesn't make any like sense. It's something invented by the mind. That this concept of nothing, and it's relative. You cannot call it something absolute nothingness. And what I would tell to an atheist, just like this person that sees unicorns, I would tell them, look out your window. I would tell to this atheist, if you are an atheist, pay attention to your conscious experience. Just pay attention, and you will see. Just as that person that thought there were unicorns outside looks outside and sees cars and trees, just look in your conscious experience and notice about it that it has no beginning and no end. It's just your memory. Like, that you think it begun when you were born. Pay attention, really. See what your memory says. It's just your memory recalling some like stuff that you call the past, but it's kind of vague, and the only thing you have is the right now. And your conscious experience is an ever-changing right now. There's no future, no past. There's no beginning, no end. So consciousness never begins, even after when you were born. You not remembering anything before you were born is a bit of a, like, it's not even true. You probably don't remember anything like from a certain point. Like, you don't remember actually like getting out of your mom's vagina, and like, you don't remember that. You remember probably some stuff like years after, maybe even more. Right? It's probably very, very vague. You don't remember something like clearly, right? It's a problem of memory. It's not a problem of you not actually being conscious. It's not a problem of you like your conscious experience not having existed before you were born, because the consciousness doesn't begin or end. You know, that's what you should notice if you pay attention. There's no beginning. There's no end. There's no interruption either. There's no like for example, what happens according to other people if you're sleeping. So you're unconscious in that moment, and there's one person watching you. So that person is in that very moment conscious, and you are unconscious, sleeping. What does it feel like from your perspective? It just feels like that unconscious. It's not like you were in the nothingness, in the place of nothingness, and you were this like magical nothingness thingy. No, it just gets skipped, and you skip right to the point where you wake up. It just skips. Like, your consciousness is continuous. There's no gaps or like anything. If you're unconscious, it just gets skipped. So the person watching you, from their conscious experiences, it's relative. From their conscious experience, you're existing. You are existing in bed and you are unconscious. It's relative. Just like Einstein with all his relativity and stuff. This is also relative because like from your point of view, you're unconscious. And yeah. And the thing I'm trying to say, even if there's nothingness afterlife magically by unicorns and stuff, because you're talking unicorns if you say there's no afterlife. You're just talking unicorns. You haven't looked out your window to see there's no unicorns and there's no magical stuff. There's no such thing as this magical nothingness you have invented. You just look at your conscious experience and you see there's no nothingness. It's always something. It's always like, it's always a beginning and an end. And if you whatever you imagine this consciousness to be, whatever you imagine by your unicorns, you might think of a horse that is white and has some wings. When you think of nothingness, you might think of something black and a space that is black. That's what you might think. It's just something invented by your mind. And even if there are periods of unconsciousness after death, they get skipped. So like if 1,000,000 years pass after you have died and you have been unconscious, you will skip right to that 1,000,000 years where you are conscious again. Whatever happens, I don't know what happens. Some people say you get reincarnated. These are rumors. Maybe some people, it's rumors, just like any other rumor. I would call religion just rumors. Like, doesn't mean it doesn't have some truth or some logic or some good value in it. And people are not very serious when they say something. But rumors are rumors, Rumors that can be valuable. I'm not saying it's a lie. It's rumors. Some people rumor that you get reincarnated. Some Jose Onfroy, the rapper, XXXTentacion, has rumored that what he thinks is that you get reincarnated until you get it right. So when you get it right, you go to another place. But until you get it right, you get reincarnated over and over and over again. That's what he thinks. Other people say there's this thing called heaven and hell, and you go, whatever it is. Like, even if Google years, like 10 to the power of 100 years, like millions, billions, gazillion years pass, and you are unconscious, it all gets skipped. It's not part of your conscious experience. So it's not even like a skip. It's just relative to your conscious experience. That period of time when you were unconscious doesn't exist. That's basically it. Really? Oh wait, no, never mind. I just have to take my pills. Let me delay it. Okay, it's okay. I was like really like the video ending right now. It's kind of early. Yeah, we're just 7 minutes in. Cannot end right now. Okay. Took so much time to just get through this. Okay, now everything that I said thus far is just a prerequisite to what I'm about to say. So afterlife exists, but this book says there is a cosmic intelligence. There is just only one consciousness in this entire universe, and we're all part of it. I don't understand that. I don't. It just comes through one ear and gets throughout the other. I don't understand it. I'm not like I trust this book, and I just I use it as a base for all my beliefs. So I can fundamentally, I have decided to like base all of my beliefs on this book, and that means I cannot deny it. I'm not allowed to say that it's not true. I must respect everything that is written. So, but it kind of hurts me because like if we're all just one entity, if there is just one source, I'm not gonna call it God. If we are all like one source from one source and we're all just one consciousness, but there is this illusion in this realm, which is this current reality, that makes us feel like we're different people with different individualities. That means that there's no Popescu Paul, and that kind of hurts me because even though I told you about all these meditative insights, it might give you the impression that I'm a spiritual person, that I'm like enlightened in some way, or like no, I have an ego. And even thus far, meditative teachers say that it's one meditative insight, just like the meditative insight that there's no such thing as past and future, and just like the meditative insights that consciousness is continuous. There is a meditative insight that you are not your ego. Your ego is something separate from you that pops up as thoughts, and it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with who you are and what you are. And I still haven't gotten there yet. There's also on the Waking Up app the disillusion of the self. It's telling you that there's no such thing as yourself. Where are you? Where are the observer? There's no meditator when you're meditating. You're just, for example, if I look at this microphone, wait, no. Let me look at this mouse. You see this mouse? I don't know, this toilet paper that I'm using to wipe my nose for some reason. If I look at it, if I analyze my conscious experience as I'm looking at it, I notice that there's no Paul in my conscious experience. There's no me. There's no self. That's basically what Waking Up app is trying to tell me. And I haven't really gotten that close to understand. I haven't gotten this meditative insight so far. The closest I've gotten to it is like looking at this toilet paper and just paying attention to all my sensations and taking everything at once and being like, okay, there's no me right now. I'm just seeing this. My conscious experience is just what I'm seeing and this hand and like, but there's no Paul. There's no nothing, you know. But yeah, I haven't gotten to like the disillusion of the ego, the like the ego dissolving and just disappearing. I haven't gotten there. I haven't gotten to like me observing that there's no ego. I'm attached to my ego. I have an ego. I don't know if it's a big ego. It's an ego. I'm attached to it, and yeah. If you tell me that Popescu Paul doesn't exist and we're all one, we're all just one entity, I have a problem with that. I don't like that. I want us to be individual. I want us to be individualized. I want every human person to be different. I want us to be. Of course, I'm not against like us having some stuff in common, having a hug and something like that. But I want us to be individuals. I don't want, because if everyone is just one, that means I will get destroyed. That means like, but Popescu Paul is not a thing. And if I die, like I will notice that I don't exist or something. Like I don't like that. I hate that. I want to know that I want to be individualized, and I want to be an individual. And so far in my conscious experience, I've never noticed anything that denies the fact that we're all individuals. No, nothing, none of that sort. I just follow what I see. I said that our conscious experience should be same in nature for all of us. So if you say we're all one and you notice that everything is just one, I don't know what you're seeing. Maybe I didn't see it yet. Maybe there's something that we don't like miscommunicate or something like that. But okay, I want to be individual. I want to be Popescu Paul. I want Jose Onfroy to be Jose Onfroy. I want Elon Musk to be Elon Musk. I want everyone to be individual. I don't want to dissolve. I don't want Popescu Paul to not exist. I don't want me and Elon Musk to be the same thing. I don't want me and PewDiePie and give me another subject, Kim Kardashian and you watching this video, whoever you are, maybe you wear glasses, maybe you're a boy, you're a girl, whatever you are. I don't want us to be one and the same. I want me to be me, and I want to defend my ego, my Popescu Paul identity. I don't want any of that stuff. And so I am interpreting this in a way that keeps me the positive energy, because my intuition says that whatever I consider to be good for me, I should consider as true, because just as a thing of belief. Because in general, this universe doesn't fuck around. Okay, have to go next video.